Monkey D. Luffy, captain of the Straw Hat Pirates, main character of One Piece, the largest manga in the world, and eventual king of the pirates and finder of the One Piece treasure. Within this world, Luffy was dealt with a pretty bad at first hand after he ate the gum gum fruit, which at first, like I said, it had a very kind of weak power. Nothing he seemed to do with it really had any strength to it. And then later in life, he learned how to incorporate it in a very combat improvisational way to where Luffy was able to push himself to becoming a very powerful, a very quick to learn fighter, and it really helped him in various ways. So Luffy went after eating the gum fruit, and he cost Shanks' arm, trained, and set out sail on his own journey to try and find One Piece and become king of the pirates, gathering his own crew and going through a large myriad of adventures and seeing all these different places within the world. And throughout those, he met many enemies, lots of opponents that he had to keep getting stronger, keep thinking of new things for his fighting style in order to push himself beyond that, beyond what he was already at. And with that, you kind of need to look kind of where Luffy's stats are with all this. So Luffy, when it comes to his destructive power and his durability, they're both the same. They're around the energy of large mountain level. He doesn't really have any hacks. His resistances include, because he's made of, it's either, you could really see it as either gum or rubber. Doesn't really matter too much. That he's blunt force, just it just squishes him. It's not going to do anything to him, but he is still weak to like slashing and piercing attacks, and then electricity. And he's weak to sea stone and anything that kind of has a mimic like trait to it, kind of like the or sea water and then sea stone because it's similar to sea water in its own ways. And then his most notable skill really is his observation hockey, his advanced version where he can see slightly into the future. After his journeys, Luffy gained or sorry, throughout his journeys, Luffy gained multiple different abilities and skills. And luckily for this, fourth gear completely dwarfs second gear, which he uses like his rubber body to kind of like a pump to make his blood flow faster so he increase in speed. And then he has his balloon bone, his third gear, to where he can make his bones bigger so they could, have larger attacks. And then later he develops his fourth gear, which is a power where he inflates his muscles and then incorporates his armament hockey, which like is this uh, energy armor layer he can put over his limbs to make himself stronger and more durable. Now, with this, it includes the first one, which is a power type uh, mode, which is Bound Man. It just makes him much larger, much more powerful. His attacks hit him way more heavy. He's got his Tank Man, which is it has a higher durability. It's definitely made to absorb and rebound force, and then one that is incorporation of his advanced feature sight hockey, his observation hockey is his Snake Man, which he's able to use his uh, feature sight and then a combination of speed to continuously kind of increase, the pace that he's going in a fight and incorporate his stretchiness into it to where he can keep his attacks moving and changing directions as they're, still going. He can, throw a punch does a 90-degree turn and then just comes right back and then does another one and smacks someone right in the back. And I mean, I did not the best job describing that a 90 degree and then it'll be like a 45 or some shit. So anyway, and in his forms, he can suck his legs in and shoot them back out to make kind of like a propulsion system, a little bit of his own type of flight. As I said, he is kind of immune to blunt force. You can get smashed on him, it's not going to do much, as well as electricity. But also, there's electricity as well. When he fought somebody who was using lightning and who could turn into lightning, because Luffy's rubber body, he's immune to it. He could also hit the dude. The guy couldn't kind of use his elemental body to resist him. And then As I said, you can see slightly in the future. You can kind of predict attacks and before they come for a few seconds. With he's got powerful enough attacks with his Kong gun, which is like his main attack of his Bound Man form, where he could punch somebody and they get sent literally miles away, crashing through like buildings, just like on the on the hitback. And then when it really comes down to it, his largest attack that he can bust out, his King Kong gun, which is Luffy's ace in the hole, which is gives off so much power that it was upheaving large chunks of this city. It was, splitting it, not only splitting up and breaking everything below it that it hit, but it was also just upheaving, all this large amount of mass and weight. So it definitely speaks, heavy amounts of power for him. So here's going to be Luffy's profile. Luffy's going to have a good time in these, and it's going to, hopefully I can get more of these Clash profiles out. If you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel, and there's going to be more to come for these Clash profiles, these character stats, traits, and abilities, and everything and whatnot that you can use anytime you want, or we can refer to them. So when we do Clash of Fictions, we won't have to go over a character every single time. We could just refer to one of these profiles, and that'll be good enough. So like I said, if you haven't already, subscribe. If you like the stuff, thumbs up the video. Check out the rest of the stuff. If you're subscribed already, I appreciate it. Otherwise, thank you very much for listening. Bye.